Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2. Not part 2, this is episode 2. I haven't really gone that far into the survival aspect. I did a little bit off camera. Nothing too extreme, gathering materials. The main thing I was worried about this time, I'm thinking I should work on a farm just to get some animals going. But I've also considered we might need more materials on top of what we got. So for now, I'm just kind of going to work on the farms. Keep it simple. Let's see. The next... I kind of forgot these were going to be necessary. Oh yeah. Generally speaking, if I have a little bit of iron left over, I usually try to make a second bucket. Just because with this, you can easily make an infinite water source by your farm. Now, where I'm planning to put it is the real question. Most every year is filled with pretty much caves below it. But I think right over here would be good in this area, since it's already mostly leveled out. I forgot the hoe. Darn. Anyways, there's not really much going on this time around. After I get the farm started, I'm more than likely gonna go mining. Go down the mines for that cave, and go in the cave in an attempt to get some more materials. Interesting enough, if you put torches nearby crops while you're trying to grow them, they actually grow a little bit faster. The one thing I was actually considering doing this time was making a shovel, which is highly suggested if you're trying to just dig up a certain area. Personally, I don't use shovels too often. I would not consider myself someone who uses shovels too often in survival Let's Plays, purely because, sure, it makes it a little bit faster, but they aren't all too helpful. It's more of a luxury item, if you ask me. Now then, right now all I'm doing is marking out where I'm going to put the infinite water source. Which should give us a supply of water long enough for me to work all the details out. Okay. Build this way. Consideration, whenever I'm doing this, I always go by measurement of how far the water goes, since it ends here. We can build it both ways this way. That should give us more than enough room to work. Well, there's our first achievement. Just for our first little sugarcane farm. Now we can start off by working our way around here. Just simply putting a little bit of effort into this part of the build. One thing we're definitely going to do this video is explore that village. Yeah, I don't really know much about villages, though, and what they can all drop and the spawn rate and all that. But generally speaking, they always have stuff for crops. Right. But yeah, one thing you're gonna want when you first get copper, you're gonna want a lightning rod. If you have anything like made out of wood that you would consider a big build nearby. And if you don't know what a lightning rod does, it will protect your build from lightning. Best description I can give you. During these lightning storms, and this thunderstorm is what it's called, but looks like I found a hole. Darn. Oh, there is a blacksmith. Nice. We should have gone here last video. Because, okay, they have a small chance of giving diamonds obsidian, I believe. Even with that being said, it's not a 100% thing. Usually, they have a farm, but I'm just not seeing it. Huh, I guess this one's glitched or something. There's no farm. That's a little bit disappointing. Huh? Yeah. But continuation, this is just kind of a main setup video. And a second video just to get everything pushing along. Nothing too big was supposed to happen this time. But we can... I can go mining now if I do so choose. Once I expand over to there, I'm probably going to fill that all with glass. Now I think about it. Just because it would look amazing. Or even put a waterfall over it. That would look neat. One rule I've generally followed whenever I play Minecraft is always keep some extra blocks on you when you go mining. Minimum 64. One stack of dirt, or whatever block you choose. Now we can just craft. Little odd. Oh, there it is. Just missing it. Hopefully we get some diamonds this video. But we can't hope for that to get that lucky. So if anything, this trip's mostly just from iron and bare necessities. Oh, here's a good chance to show you a trick I know with gravel. This just with this water. We do not want to mess with it. But ooh, there's a sneaky bit of iron back here. Which we do need. Oh, more iron. Damn. I'm considering trying to play some older games and some games on here other than Minecraft. Just get some other games on the channel, such as Call of Duty. There's gonna one game series I definitely want to go over, Diablo 3, considering I have played it in the past. And considering how much I've played it, I could do a full-on walkthrough over it. It would be easy enough. If anybody's interested, just leave it in the comments down below. Another game I was considering doing was Call of Duty. Just going back on some of the older games and playing them, if I can help it. I've been also trying to beat the Arkham Knight games, so I can do a walkthrough on that. I'm not very good at most other games, I will say. I have to say that. Just as a disclosure, I'm not very good. Ooh. Okay, well, we can... Yeah, well, we found Lapis. It is Iron Lapis Lazuli. We have not found the one thing we came down here for. So, not yet. Even though we're at Deep Slate, so... Eventually. Wait, can you... Never mind, I'm just gonna mine with the Iron Pickaxe to be safe. And my carefulness paid off. Now, one of the bigger things I've had to worry about on here, with the way I play normally, is water. Water has a tendency just to go everywhere when you're messing with it. They can mess up redstone and do so much more. But it also has its advantages. I have to say that much. It does have its advantages having it around. But yeah, this is the stuff you're looking for. Copper is one of those things that it's valuable. It's going to be valuable soon. Due to you'll be able to make armor, weapons, all of that soon. There's even going to be the copper golem, which I'm personally looking forward to. Nope. mid up, but we didn't make it to the right level. There's a few things I've also considered, like this beehive. I want to set up a bee farm somewhere. It will probably be over here, just because it's easy access from one of my doors. But I was also thinking somewhere down there where I have the rest of my farms. Yeah, I'd say this was pretty successful overall. Should probably sleep though, just so I get the easy achievement. Now then, in survival, it's a lot easier to break a dirt block than a grass block, and it takes up less durability off your shovels if you're using one. So on this, I will use a shovel if I have the luxury of it. I need to mark where the... There we go. And now we just need to mine one more over here. That gives us plenty of room for a little window. I was planning to put a little furnace over here and then maybe once I get a chance, start working on a chest room where I can store everything. It would make everything a lot simpler. But if you want a good way to save on materials, using a mountain is really good. Just generally speaking, to save on materials for a house. But it's a little difficult to worry about the shovels and the other basic materials. You know, there aren't a lot of YouTubers that I was actually thinking about who actually inspired me to be a YouTuber myself. But one of the big ones that was kind of important, and I feel like that's worth mentioning, is Captain Sparkles. He's an older YouTuber, but personally I was a really big fan. He always inspired me to be one. Same sort of Dan's EDM. A little bit older, but he did quite a bit of stuff. I'm planning to eventually go on servers and make a series on that. On playing games on Hypixel. Let me know if anybody would like to see that. I'm not very good at it, but I still have fun. Okay. I'm also planning to build a tree farm, but I'm thinking about putting it a little bit closer to the base, to the where I call the home base right now. Let's see. Just start. We could just start with building a little bit outward. It would make... It makes a little bit of room to work with. The way I picture this, though, it's going to go down a step in order to build the floor more even. Though I don't have to start from scratch. Actually, considering that's there, it would probably be better to put up one that I can just build the floor down here. I didn't plan on getting this far in the video. I'll admit, since there wasn't that much to do on the to-do list for this, it was mostly just based on how to get set up the farm. That was my only goal. Actually, if we're just gonna here, grab this. That should give me more than enough planks. Okay, press shift and then click on the material. You'll just immediately send it to your inventory. It's a neat little trick that works really well. Overall, it does work. If you're just trying to craft a whole bunch of stuff really quick. Now, one thing I've also considered with this floor, one big thing that's going to be an issue is that this is probably the only part of the build that's going to look like an actual house. Oh no. But after I craft this, that should be it for this time. Anyways, guys, it was nice talking. It was nice playing with y'all. I'll see you next time.